My husband just got home. Oh, bless you, Tozy, babe.
Yeah.
Shall I close the door? Are you gonna be good?
I've got one more thing to bring in. You might want to close the door though.
Okay. I went to a local shop today called UC Nutrition, and I got a protein shake and a refreshing, energizing tea. I can say that I think I feel the energy from the tea. I think I do. Hey y'all, I got my eyebrows on for you, but I feel like they're looking a little too bold today. But I decided to go ahead and film again. What is happening? So I had some questions that I wanted to answer super duper quickly. Because I thought it was important for me to talk about them. And then I just kind of wanted to share some things that I had, like that I wanted to film coming up, some stuff I got from the art store recently, what I'm up to with art and things like that. Just to chat, basically, not so much tabletop today. I got a question that asked if I was just showing my journal with me as in order, or did I stop back during this journal, which was the number 11, and have I just, just stopped since then? The answer is I have continued to journal. I always have journaled since before YouTube. Since I was a little girl, I have journaled, and I have my whole history and story of how I came to journaling in my I Am a Scribe class. All of the nitty-gritty details are over there, but I've journaled forever, so it doesn't matter if I do YouTube or not, I'm always going to journal. Even if I'm filming or not, I'm doing art too. Not as much as I would like, honestly, for the art, but I'm getting back into it, and I'm really excited about a book that's coming in. I feel like it's gonna inspire me even more. But anyway, so yes, I have always journaled, and so, hold on. Good core exercise. Ugh. This was my first journal that I ever flipped through, and it was in a standard size TN. At the very beginning of my YouTube journey, I was highly inspired by Courtney Diaz. I don't know if she's still, I haven't looked her up in a long time. I think she might still be around. I don't know if she's still doing videos, but her channel is Little Raven Ink. And so I started going from like a regular lined notebook from Walmart to these travelers inserts, and doing a little bit of paint and things like that, and tip-ins and stuff like that. So that's who got me going with the TN stuff. Then as the years went by, I, got to learn what I wanted and what I liked, and that turned into what you see today, which looks like me. It's abstract art, vignettes. It's, photos as a focal point with like a lot of negative space. So those things that are like a soul search basically for my style of journaling. But I do a lot of words. Like I showed y'all before, there's times where I just need to write words. I've always done that, like I said, my whole life, and I will continue to do that. That will never change probably, because it just works. It works for me, and there's like science behind getting the words out on paper. So that was number 11, and I have these to flip through. 12 and a half, 13. There's a story to 12 and 12 and a half. 13, 14, and I'm on 15. What is this one? I don't even know what this is. I'll look through it. It's just all words though. I know it's like, there's no art, there's no color. Here's a little peek. It's kind of bright, but that's coming. That's number 14. But here's the funny thing. Beyond these traveler's notebook inserts, I have an entire tub full of different odd sized notebooks. And again, I show all that in my class. The class is extremely thorough. I'm not trying to plug in the class, but I kind of am, because there's a lot of people asking some questions that I do cover in there, and I can answer some of the simple stuff quickly. But if you want to know like super from start to finish, like what all this is about, how I do it, how my process, that class is going to show you. And I'm, like I said, I know it's an investment, but I'm so proud of it. I worked really hard on it. I got injured because of it. So anyway, that class is great. Now, I will answer something that I answered in the class, but I will answer it here. I got asked what kind of insert do I use. There's 3 that I've used in the past. There's a little spider on my desk. Go away. For the longest time, so I was using Midori inserts, the Midori paper, which is really great. In fact, I have a Midori notebook here on my desk somewhere. Hold on. Where'd it go? Oh, I forgot about this one. This is my last insert. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's good to know. I can't find it, y'all. I just kind of turn the camera on and then hope for the best, usually is what happens. It's a Midori, it looks like this. Okay, so this is a Midori notebook. It's an A5, I think. And I do a lot of like abstract. You see that? Is it too bright? I've been doing a lot of like abstract stuff in here. A little bit of journaling. This is kind of like my just sketchbook, swatches, some experimental things. Like I don't really show this. It's just my head space, like my head processing everything. I wanted to attempt to journal in that one, but it's a lot of pages. And so I don't know if I could hang in there. I like the feeling of completing an insert. I love this one right here, this Good Inkpressions one. That was a lot of pages. And so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it or not, but it's basically Midori paper. Midori paper is beautiful to journal and art on. The second one that I went to was Tomoe River paper, the 52 grams. And I did that one for I think 1 insert. It crinkles beautifully, it takes watercolor beautifully, fountain penning beautifully. You cannot load it up. I mean, you can load it up with a ton of like tip-ins and embellishments and stuff like that, but it will weigh down the paper, and the you know how they stapled in the middle, like it'll start coming off. And so I decided to move away from the 52 grams, and then I went to the 68 grams Tomoe River paper. That one I did for a while. I used Taroko shops is the one I did, and I don't know if they're still around anymore, but I just bought a ton of these. I really don't need to buy any more inserts probably for the next 10 years, but I'm just telling you all the ones that I've like done and gotten and everything. So I just got the B6 Slim again. That's my jam size for journaling. And then I went to a Good Inkpressions. I think she's in, what country is she in? She's in a different country, and the shipping at the time was kind of long, but I can't remember if it was during COVID or not. I think it was, let me look. Yes, this was during, so I got this during COVID, and it was a longer wait because everything was a long wait during COVID, right? So this is called Good Inkpressions. This is a Tomoe River, the 68 grams, but it's with this beautiful, you can't see it very good. Hold on. So it's a really pretty cardstock that she's kind of like, what is that called? Impressed her logo into, and it's very nice. It is a lot of paper. So this is the one I was telling you about that I was like, oh my god, when is this going to end? It was just a lot of pages. So here's my another like, oh, I love this. I love this. Here's my ring. A lot of pages, and there was a lot of pages, and I was kind of like losing hope. But I did fun stuff. I did fun stuff in this. I can't wait to flip through this one with you. It's gonna be a long flip, but that scrapbooky style or whatever, which is so much fun. It's so much fun. I need to do it some more because I have tons of pictures that I need to print out. So did this one, took forever. Then I decided to go back to the Tomoe River 52 grams, and that's what I'm in right now. This is my insert right now. It's in a Giovanni Chic Sparrow Folio, which I love, and that's what I'm in right now. The crinkle is delightful, and I'm not doing so much tip-in stuff, so it's doing really great. And I will be putting some photos on here soon to try to like see how that does with the weight of the photos, because I do print on some pretty nice paper. But yeah, and this one's not too many pages. I don't know, you'll have to look at the pages. I think I need to look up the Good Impressions pages versus the Midori one, because that would be good to know. I'm supposed to be cleaning up my room here soon. We'll see if that happens. Let me see if she's still even available on her stuff. Man, I'm still in 2021. I have an Etsy problem, or I used to. Not much anymore. Got it. Okay, so the Good Impressions Tomoe River 68 grams, which she does. Oh, the shop's on vacation right now. She's still in existence, it looks like. This was 120 pages, which felt like a lot for me. Paper Penguin that I got, the Tomoe River 52 grams, 80 pages. That's 40 pages less. I don't know why that extra 40 pages. I guess it's 40 more pages, I suppose. But the Midori notebook B6 Slim Blank, 88 sheets. Does that mean 160 pages? It's thick, y'all. I don't know if that's because of the thickness of the Midori paper, but it seems thicker. Anyway, so there's that. 88 sheets. I think that's gonna be over 160 pages. It's big. It's a little bit intimidating. Right now, I'm in a 52 gram Tomoe River notebook. I really enjoy the 68 gram, especially if you're gonna add a ton of tip-ins and things like that. I have used the Midori paper, which is lovely. I did get an onion skin insert to play on, and I still haven't opened it. I should do a video on that probably, because I still haven't opened it. I really want to try. I feel like this video is getting super long. That's a long answer for that quick question. So that's one of the reasons I don't answer these questions on YouTube, is because like I go on bunny trails and I want to be thorough, because I love being thorough with questions, and all that stuff is in the class. Oh, art stuff. Let's do some art supply unboxing. So I have a really cool store in my town called Jerry's. There was some things that I wanted to kind of like kickstart, inspire me, just do some, you know, I'm doing my art, but just kind of like, you know, having fun with some different products. And I did take an abstract class. When I take abstract classes, again, I want to learn how to fish. I don't want you to give me the fish. I want to learn how to fish. I want to find my own fish and just learn how to fish for it, right? So I'm not taking these classes to learn their style per se, but I want to look at the technique, because I have my own color palette, I have my own feel that I have, and I don't want to stray from that. I'm very happy with what I'm doing, and there might be something that I find joy in another person's work, and I share this with my Create Your Recipe class. That's a great cheapo class if you want to learn how to find your own voice. It's a pretty good intro for that. So when I see a person's work that I like, I just look at it and I'm like, what do I like about it? What is exactly the thing that I like about it? And I try to pinpoint that. And all this stuff, how do I say this? All of it takes time to really go within and search yourself out and really look for the joy within yourself of why you like something. That takes time, that takes energy, that takes soul searching, it takes possibly tears or anger or whatever. It takes a lot. That I cannot teach, but I can try to guide you to that. But one of the things in this one abstract class that I did take, I did get introduced to a new paint, which I'm super excited to try. One thing, so I mean, I have no problem trying out, you know, Liquitex Basics. It's a basic paint. It's not like a pro level paint, but it's fine. It works great, especially if you're applying it directly to your canvas or to your paper. But when you want to start like making things flow, which you all know I am a watercolor fanatic, and my hunt has been, how do I take what I do with watercolors and translate that to a canvas? And what I am learning is that I have to really thin down my paint to get that flow, that loose, like I'm not in control. I love that. I love when I'm not in control and just watching what's happening on the canvas. So I'm learning that I have to really work with different mediums and water to thin down my paint. And I was not getting a good results with the basics paint or something from Hobby Lobby because I was losing the color, I was losing the pigment. So I was introduced in this class. The one thing that I got from this class, honestly, I only got this. I paid that much money just to learn about this paint. Sometimes that's what happens. It is a professional series. It's soft body acrylic paint. And I just picked up 2 colors because I want to play with them and see. And these are colors in my palette. I always say, before going out and buying a ton of different products, mediums, paints, whatever, you really need to hone in on what your color palette is. What is you? Otherwise, you're gonna get all these colors, and like there's some colors I have in here that I'm just like, I use them to mix because I don't like them. I bought them because someone else had them and I didn't know my own color story yet. I got 2 colors that were in my palette. This is a transparent burnt sienna and muted violet, and I'm very excited to try to take these paints, get them thinner so that they can flow on the canvas, and I'm very excited. I love to work on raw canvas, as you all know. My favorite, well, maybe you don't know because I haven't really done, oh, that was my other question I needed to answer. I will answer that one in a second and then I'm gonna wrap up. But my favorite paper that I found through lots of searching is this, I think it's Bristol. I have a whole bunch of it, like 20 sheets over there. I cut it myself. It comes in these huge sheets. I have to pay extra handling for shipping, and I cut it, and it's a cream, it's a toned paper, it's cream. I love, love, love doing my abstracts, my figures, my florals on this cream paper. It's my favorite. And so I wanted again to translate that to canvas, and I do not like working on white canvas. I have worked on it before, it's all right, but I like that natural color, which it's funny because I need a tea break. My husband's talking. What is he talking about? It's distracting. Apparently, a lot of the people that I flocked to before, when I look back on old saved posts or whatever, they use also the natural whatever. I didn't connect that until just recently. So I bought a ton of canvas. I have some in my closet over there, and this one's like a little cheapy frame. Like I gotta make this frame to stretch the canvas whoops on there, but I have a big frame, like a nice one from Jerry's that I think cost, I paid like $30 for the wood frame. It's under this desk right here. My husband has to help me because it's a bigger work, and I need to work on that. I'm a little scared. I like, you know how you buy a product and you treat it as precious? There's some people that will message me and be like, I have that washi still, it's still in the packaging. I don't ever want to use it because it's the last one. I'm just like, girl, use the washi. And I need to speak to myself. Use the canvas, use the daggum frame. Like, I need to do it. And there's going to be more frames. There'll be more resource later for me to get more canvas and all that stuff. So anyway, I'm really excited. So I got those paints, and then I got a new brush. I have really enjoyed seeing what happens. This is the brush I got at the estate sale. It is from an artist that, like, she had a really cool house and some beautiful pieces of work. There was an abstract piece that I wanted so bad, but someone already grabbed it, and her house was just down the road from me, which is really cool. So this estate sale was close. Someone had told me about it, said, hey, she's an artist, Allie, you should go check her out. And I grabbed a whole bunch of cool things. But I really like this brush. It's really fun. I like the stiffness and the shortness of the bristles. And so I wanted to go bigger because, again, I am going to be going bigger with my canvas, and so I need something bigger to work on the canvas. So I got this bristle brush 3-inch primer, so we'll see how that works. And then the last thing that I got was pastel. One of my favorite things to do if there's wet paint, I enjoy scribbling through the wet paint with a lighter, I do China marker a lot, but I wanted to try soft pastel. I have some other soft pastels, but their colors are not white. I really enjoy the white China marker, so I wanted to try white soft pastel. So that's what I got. She was really nice and stuck it in this Sennelier box for me. This is an oil pastel box, but this is also a Sennelier, just a regular soft pastel. And it's not like white. I sat there for probably 10 minutes figuring out. They have probably 20 something different whites in their selection. And so I try to pick something that just sparked a joy. And so this one is number 108. So that's what I got. I'm curious what it looks like on here. Let's try. That's pretty. I think I did good. That's my supplies that I got from Jerry's, and my goal is to get in here and to clean up. And I have a ton of frames with like family photos in here. I keep removing them back to the kitchen table, back in here when I have a bunch of company over, back to the kitchen table. I just need to get the photos printed so I can get the frames on the wall. Sad part is my computer is so old that I don't think it's compatible with my lab's Rose system anymore, which is a bummer. So now that means I have to go to the laptop. It's just a lot of things, a lot of roadblocks. I hate it. I hate doing like roadblocks, but I gotta get those pictures printed out, and then that way I can get more room in here. There'll be a lot more room to walk around. Mavis isn't in here anymore, so that helps. She's out in the family room and she hops around and whatever. Yeah, the frames are a bummer. And then someone else asked me, two people I think asked if I could teach abstract, the abstract stuff. And so here's my answer. I will try in short because it's getting so long. Oh my gosh. When I teach things, I like to be very, very thorough. I don't want to, how do I say this? I also feel like all of the time and the money and just the time, like playing myself and learning how to do what I do, I feel like that's worth something. I try to make this my job, right? Like teaching classes. I don't really sell products anymore. Sorry, I just can't keep up with the shipping of it. But I do really love and enjoy teaching because the abstracts are on a future class in for Teachable. I probably won't teach abstracts here. However, I can do like a journal with me where I just kind of do it, but I won't be able to go into the nitty-gritties of why I'm doing what I'm doing and all that stuff, because again, I want to teach it and I feel like that's valuable information. I could absolutely do one for a YouTube video, but I probably won't teach it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, and I hope people aren't mad about it. And if you are, I'm sorry. But like I've paid a lot of money like learning from other people techniques and things. I have never gone to art school, but I've paid I don't know how many dollars trying to learn, you know, just different techniques and different things. And then countless hours of just exploration and figuring out what I can offer, and then also what I can teach from what I found out. So yeah, that's my answer for that. Again, I'm happy to do it as a YouTube video. It just would be very, very low key, and you'll have to wait for the class to get like every single nitty gritty detail, because I am pretty thorough. If you ask anybody about my classes, like especially the I Am Scribe class, I'm extremely thorough. So yeah. All right. That's enough of my gabbing for today. Next time on here, either I'll do like an abstract for y'all. Maybe I can do that with my pictures. Ooh, that'd be fun because I really want to get one of my pictures in my thing. I could do a journal with me type situation, or just kind of open up this onion skin journal and see how I feel about that. Yeah, I do need to make time to film the classes. I have one video already filmed for Joy Notes. I just need to, I don't know, I just feel like until I can finish, I gotta get all these things like taken care of. Well, I've gabbed for like a long time, and so hopefully it wasn't too boring, but maybe you're arting or doing something fun. It was good to see y'all today. Thanks so much for spending your time with me today. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.